Hey traders, what's going on? Welcome back to another pit breakdown video. Pit breakdown number 21. Sorry for the stuttering there. So, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Next week I will be more active in the Telegram, so thank you for being patient with me. I was running some tests on the EA, and I do think I need to do one more week of testing, but like it's working out. It's just optimizing and making sure it's exactly the way I want it to be. But I'm not here to waste any of your time, so let's just jump into this. Analysis. I'm gonna go over the main pairs. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, so you can stay tuned for the next videos that I do. And like I said, if you're new here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through the major currency pairs. So AU, Australian US dollar, Euro US dollar, the pound US dollar, all those US dollar pair, those pairs, so we can get a good view of the strength of the US dollar and the other currency pairs in relation to it, so we can get a good projection for the week to come. Just these are all 5-day projections, so we're not broadcasting like 5 months into the future or 2 days into the future or anything like that. We're just giving a projection for five days, just 1 week, because these are weekly updates. I've actually done the update. So here we can see some of our previous updates from last week's video and basically how we follow up from this. So last 5 days ago, we were right here at just facing this resistance, and we had the likelihood to either get bearish candles to come in, which we see didn't happen. If we got bearish candles, this would indicate to us that we could come down to the following support area. We can see that's not what happened. Instead, we got buyers to continue showing strength. We closed above the resistance area, and the resistance was formed from this mark here with 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then our fourth area was our time of opportunity last time, right? So here that we got a bullish break above, got a bearish candle retest of it. So it's this formation right here, break above, retest, and then we should be continuing back up to the next resistance, which is this line up here. So that's what that projection is saying, and this is the projection as long as we can stay above the support area that we are on now, old resistance, new support. If we do get a red candle that closes below the support area, then we are projecting to go to the next support area. So we're going to look at a few more other pairs which give a likelihood of describing the same thing that I'm talking about here. But as long as we're above, we are trying to buy. As long as we're below, we're trying to sell ultimately. So let's just go to EU here. So I went through and I was just going through and I was speaking about how I was looking for a buy order here. So what are we looking at here? It's a lot of indecision. You can tell we're on the daily time frame. So over the past maybe month or so, we're getting a lot of indecision here. Let's say from June 5th, if I go into the monthly time frame, what are we looking like? It's a smaller time frame. It's a smaller candle showing you just a lot of indecision. If I go into the weekly, I'm sure into more indecision within this area. I did mark off this area as a resistance as well to show that we are getting a lot of buyers getting blocked out of the market. A lot of sellers are definitely apparent up into this area of $1.14 of the euro, or let's say $1.14 is where it starts to get really sticky for this pair. So I did mark this off. You can see we're getting multiple candlestick rejections, wick rejections right now with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of this area. So I'm just paying attention to that, and then going on to the daily time frame, we can see the consolidation is more. And the last 4 days, the last week is a lot of consolidations. Friday's candle is within all of Monday's green candle, which is right here. So these are just all things that I'm paying attention to. Now with Thursday's candle, this red candle here giving me a red candle, this tells me I can take the trading opportunity. I could have entered already, but I would rather get a better risk to reward ratio. Here you can see I'm risking 1 to gain 1.9. Take profit is just about the other support, well, that's take profit 1, but I will be using an open take profit. If you want to be in if you want to be in these trades and get these alerts, make sure you get into Telegram, because that's where I'm talking about all of these trades. And my stop loss goes on the other side of the zone. Now, the reason why I'm not taking this trade as is where it is right now, because if I do, my stop loss and my take profit have to still be the same. The worst part of the situation in this case is just my entry, right? But now I'm risking 1 to gain 0.8, which is just not the smartest thing. One of the best things to do is just get a good risk to reward ratio. If you didn't watch the moving average video that I dropped, make sure you check that out, because I fully explain why we're looking for good risk to rewards on our trades, and also the support and resistance trade video as well. I go through and I explain this, why it's important that we have a strong mindset, we're confident while we're trading, and we're taking trades with good risk to reward ratios. So let's just go back. So this is what I'm looking for this trade. If we hit our stop loss, we hit our stop loss. I want to say if we do get up into this resistance area, like we do hit our stop loss and we stay up in this area, I am not looking for a trade until we can cleanly break above this area, because, or at least we start forming some cleaner structure in that area, because we have this resistance here and this resistance here, and we're forming a resistance area here. So it's just going to form a lot of choppiness in this area. I can't take any good trades while ranging in a trend like that. So basically ranging in a sideways trend like that. So basically I need price to break away from the support and resistance area, or like one support and resistance area or such. Same thing when it comes down to this area, unless it's going to be a clean market structure, then I will just not be looking to take the trade. Let's move down to the next one, GU, and see what's going on. So with this one, we are also at a resistance area as well, which is very similar to the other ones, showing a lot of indecision, changing of momentum with the US dollar strength right now. We are at a previous resistance, which we can see right here. The last 2 days on this pair were indecisive, small indecisive candles, and we can just see that the buyers are being stopped out here. Okay, buyers aren't pushing the price any higher at this point in time. So I can take a trade on this. There's 2 indecision candles, which I am very comfortable taking a trade on. So I would take a trade just like this. Stop loss other side of the zone, and my take profit would then be down here. And yeah, I could take a risk 1 to gain 1.8. That's not too bad. Just make sure you're risking 2% or less on your stop loss, with your stop loss, right? So this is what this projection is showing. You know, we can go from resistance to support. That would be cool. We can also get the bullish momentum to continue through, you know, because we had previous bullish momentum. Now it's kind of indecisive. If the bearish momentum doesn't come in and doesn't bring us from resistance, which we're at now, back to the support, then what would just be happening is more indecision, or buyers are going to come into the market, push back up, and we would like for a retest to get into a nice trade to go back to the resistance, which is the previous high, right? This is our resistance. Why? Because price definitely turned around at this point in time and said I can't go any higher, and so it's a reason of interest, key interest for us. Okay, so let's go down to one of the last few pairs here, NU. What a surprise, we're at another resistance again. Okay, so what's going on here? We're getting 2 indecision candles. We also getting a lot of indecision in structure as well over the last 3-4 days or so. So there's not a lot of movement going on. There's a lot of movement actually slowing down right now, and we're getting a double top formation with previous market structure. Okay, so we can take a trade on this one as well. So it looks like the US dollar is going to get strong, and if the US dollar gets strong, that means all these other pairs get weak. NU gets weak, AU gets weak, EU gets weak. The pairs that would get strong are the US Canadian, US Swiss, and US JPY. We're going to look at those right after this, and we'll see if those give us bearish or bullish momentum. But you got to understand as well that there's correlation involved, which is another aspect, more complex of most of the trading aspects. To just remember that, you know, there's 2 sides to each currency pair. Resistance, other side of the zone, and take profit. So we get about risk 1 to gain 2.3. So we have something just like this. Okay, so this is what the projection is from 5 days ago. When we did the last one, we went from support to resistance. Good, nice, clean. And if bullish pressure does continue from this resistance area that we're at now, then we would go to the next resistance, and we'll just look for our candlestick formation, something like what we have now, to take more trades. So next one that we're looking at is UCAD. It's a lot of indecision here. I do not like it at all, really. But I do mark it up just to know the structure, know the map, know the territory that I'm in, that I would be playing in. So I have these markups. If we do, we are currently at the resistance. So if we do get bullish momentum to continue through, we go to the next resistance. If bearish momentum comes in from the resistance back down to the next support, then we'll see how price reacts to that support area as well. And last but not least, if we do break below the support, we break through the floor, then we should go down to the next floor. If we're breaking through floors, we should always keep breaking through floors until we can't break through floors no more. Then we start breaking through ceilings till we can't break through ceilings anymore. And really, that's how it goes. So same thing here with Swiss right now. We're at a very strong floor area. It's thick, it's old. This is from March 13th, so very, very, very old. Not very, very, very old, but it's pretty old. It's one of the longest ones that we've encountered in a while. So you can see we're rejecting against this area. We'll see how the structure deals with it, how the candles deal with it. Like I often say, I can't really take a trade now from this support and resistance area that it's in. I'll be more likely to do it from this as a support to this as a resistance, just because I need range to get a good risk to reward ratio on my trades. Last but not least, Japanese yen. We're getting bearish momentum. So far, we'll see how we actually deal with this. Will we get a bullish candle to show buyers coming in at this area? If only then will I look for buying trades to the resistance. If sellers close below the resistance, below the support, sorry about that. If the sellers close below the support, then I will be looking for a trade back to the next support, like I just said previously. If you're breaking through floors, you're going to keep breaking through floors. If you're breaking through ceilings, you're going to keep breaking through ceilings. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the pip breakdown video, get a good perspective for what the market can do for next week. And I hope I can just deliver some gems throughout these. And people say they're learning from them, so that encourages me to do more of them, to show know that people are actually benefiting from them. So make sure you just let me know if you are, and we'll keep it going. Make sure you get in the Telegram, the free courses coming out, everything just like that. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, and I will definitely catch you guys in the next video, and stay tuned. Peace.